Where are you staying, my dears?
The governor had a room prepared.
The schoolhouse. Wouldn't you rather stay here?
It's very kind, but I've a long day ahead of us. Don't want to bother you.
I don't have much, but promise me you'll come.
That porcelain saw many a dinner-turned-lecture with Charles.
I miss him so.
So do we, Esther.
This is Charles's. It's like he never left. Have you received other visitors?
Most dare not leave their homes. Although Mr. Bachelor came to see me. That was nice of him.
Purcell. Could you find nothing better?
These days I lack the heart to play.
Can't believe you brought your pianoforte to New England.
It cost a fortune. But you cannot part a pianist from their beloved keys.
There's more to learn here. Esther, I'm sorry to trouble you once more.
How may I help?
We'll keep looking around, if that's all right.
I'll be here if you need me.
Beautiful turquoise color shining around my wicked venomous white spider controller. As I seek totems to activate my dead friend, to help empower him to reach out, so we can lay him to rest.
Charles is still here and Esther is completely distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable. Faith always was his beacon in the darkness.
In people as much as in God. He's a good man.
I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right. That's from the set he taught me with. I'd know it anywhere.
Did he keep it to remind him of his favourite?
Or to remind him that he had yet to beat me.
Totems. Personal attachment. A shared connection.
Remember when he started to wear these to look wiser and older?
He was hiding his hair loss.
Ghost hunting. Not that fictional bullshit. Ghostbusters. I don't know. For like, oh, here's a can of go fuck yourself. I mean, a can of this can of Monster Spray. White lies.
Charles's notes mention Job,
It's still
chapter
alive.
7, verses 13 to 15.
I'll look for that reference.
Red, you dropped something.
Hmm.
The Evil Dead. Rise. When the kid said to his aunt, I think it was his aunt, said, "You'd make a great mother." She asked why. And he said, or I don't remember if it was the girl or the boy who said it, but one of the kids said, "Because you know how to lie to kids." I was like, that's more evidence of why even a white lie is considered corruption. It can be.
These notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse, tormenting people in their beds?
Torment demons? Holy fuck. Okay. This is gonna be a lot bigger than I anticipated. If we get all this. I better hurry up. Because I don't have all the time in the world before Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out.
Charles always wore this brooch.
His things are untouched. Nothing's moved.
Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read? Like we weren't there?
Oh, you actually listened? I'd always let my mind wander.
Crucial info. To the sister.
Esther couldn't attend Charles's burial.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
Esther never got to say farewell to Charles.
I could have made him manifest.
Now that we know why he might be back, we should go investigate the cemetery where he was found.
Alright. Follow me, fuckface. I'm training. We're off to this lovely, luxurious cemetery. Or not.
Esther, I'm sorry to trouble you once more.
This is
How may I help?
Or not.
Has the curse brought with it nightmares?
Yes. I've had nightmares. I suspect we all have.
Pop rocks.
Charles warned that something was stalking our dreams. That it had a use for us. That we needed to fight it with all God's might. But now Charles is gone, and my nightmares have changed. In my sleep, I see my husband falling, screaming into the abyss. All hear him. None respond. He plummets on into the bottomless pit. Poor Charles.
With all that's happened, how are you bearing up?
This all feels so unreal. Just one more nightmare from which I cannot wake.
It seems so now, but that will change.
Pop
I
rocks.
promise.
Was there something I should have done
Inside
differently?
cookies.
Did I fail him? Did I fail Charles?
None of this is your fault.
I do not want to believe he is gone. He cannot be gone. I do not permit him to be gone.
Interesting.
You're in pain, and that might have brought him back. Maybe he lingers because you suffer.
We'll do what we can to ease your pain. And we'll do what we can for Charles.
They're definitely not as good as the cooked ones. Or the other ones, though. The other ones are so much better. Oh, what I call the mistake ones. I accidentally ordered those. These I purposely ordered.
We must make our way to the cemetery.
Please be careful, dear Antea.
Poppity pop pop. I want to go hit the G7 over here. Alright. Let's go. What? Are you shitting me? Where's the door? Okay.
What will you do for my Charles?
Our job, our religion,
If he's
our culture.
present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
You be alright?
I doubt it, but I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles, and help Charles we shall. Ask around. See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same.
Be safe.
Be careful.
Aye. You too.
Alright, some kind of vast darkness that happens to have traits of a torment demon that can stalk people's, subconscious to create nightmares that are associated with personal attachments.
You'd be one of the banishers then? Come too late. I'm sorry. But if poor Minister Davenport mentioned your name, I have forgotten it.
Antea Duarte. You may happen upon my companion, Red McGrath, about the place.
Of course. I'm Lisbeth O'Hara.
Just separated.
The minister said
Went
you'd have
separate
questions.
ways. As clear as day. And faster than the game.
Did you know Charles Davenport?
Of course I knew the minister. My sister and I attended all his services, and grateful we were too. He was the moral foundation stone of the colony. His poor widow. She must be bereft.
What are you doing out here? Most people seem to stay indoors.
Since you ask, I came to town to buy a remedy for Mistress Fitcher. My sister has a sore leg. The salve eases her discomfort. We have a small farm some miles from here. And yes, the curse sits there too.
Charles, Minister Davenport, said many here had unpleasant dreams. He suspected they were part of the curse.
You are a curious character indeed, mistress. My dreams, good or bad or otherwise, are my own business, and so they shall remain.
Governor Haskell told us of the curse. I'd like to understand what it is and from where it came.
While I'll not speak ill of my neighbours, someone must have let the evil in.
The name might help.
I'll not poison my parish with loose chatter. Besides, I have no name to give you.
Farewell.
You may have your time back, with my thanks.
Well, thank the Lord for that.
Sabotage Day.
Be warned. I need but cry out, and help shall come in an instant.
Calm you, sir. Antea Duarte, Minister Davenport's banisher.
Oh,
Oh,
of course,
good.
I'm so sorry. Poor Reverend Davenport. His death has shaken us all. Welcome to New Eden. I'm afraid you find us at our worst.
Parchment.
We're
With a
banishers.
short
There's nowhere else we'd rather be. And you are?
I, madam, am Squire Sincere Paris, travelling merchant, stuck in this cursed place and eager to be somewhere else.
The nightmares. Do you get them too?
Of course I do. Not everyone will admit it, but we all have bad dreams.
Of what do you dream?
I dream someone watches me sleep. I sometimes fancy she's present when I'm awake. She never speaks, nor moves. She seems to wish me no harm. She just stands there, watching me, waiting, taking my measure.
Does she manifest at a particular hour?
If she does, I have no way of knowing it, unable as we are in this interminable grey to tell day from night. Well, there you are. Information on the curse, as per your request. I won't even charge you for it.
I wouldn't pay anyway.
Tell me about the curse, if you will.
I'll tell you this. Those who dare defy the curse
Sure.
are brave indeed, and, I fear, foolish.
That are suffering from it.
Banishing is a job, sir. And to do it, I need detail. If you please.
We'll
A
go leave you to your
banisher
fate.
must have charms. Trinkets, I mean, of protection. If you have a surplus, I'd happily relieve you of your burden.
Necessarily. That's not how it works.
That's not how it works. I investigate hauntings, and when I know why the ghost is here and where it hides, I banish it. I do not sell trinkets.
What about those rings you wear?
I made them. They are mine. They only have power if the wearer has training. You're leaving town?
As soon as possible. Did you arrive by sea? A ship lies at anchor in the bay. Perhaps a captain would take me and my wares to safety.
The crew refused to dock, and I suspect they'll leave on the next available tide. We rode ourselves ashore.
Might I ask where you abandoned this rowboat of yours?
Along the coast, by a path remarkable for its angry specters and bloody corpses. If you wish to make the sailing, I hope your wares can swim. I bid you good day, Squire Paris, and thank you for your time.
A pleasure, Mistress Duarte. Do be careful.
Fuck you. I will not.
This fire can't have started on its own. Not in this cold.
Crackers beat cookies still. Way too damn addictive. Old people stuff. I'm tempted. Alright, you know what? Where the fuck's this graveyard? That looks like a graveyard. Right? Oh, this could be a graveyard too. But obviously it's houses. Oh, fuck, excuse me. Why do you need money when you are clearly in tune with spirits, which is a far better source? You could basically get anything you want.
Good day to you, madam. Antea Duarte is my name. May I ask yours?
Duarte? Duarte, you came with the Banisher, did you not?
I am the Banisher.
Right. So you're the face of hope, are you? You're what my tithes are buying. Let me have a look at you. Oh, right. Well, I hope I'm wrong. Bathsheba Ingersoll, or a Rosewood.
Oh my god, running around asking people about if they're having bad dreams. This is vampire.
It may seem like an odd question, but may I ask if the curse has brought you bad dreams?
Every time I close my
You
eyes,
got old real fast. This
I'm in
bad
the
dream
store.
question.
Coins fall from the ceiling. Only a few at first. When they hit the floor, they break. Like rotten teeth. Or finger bones, perhaps. The trickle becomes rain. A cascade smashing down to flood the store. I try to flee, but the flood rises too fast. I drown in shards of broken bone. There. Aren't you glad you asked?
Not really.
What can you tell me about the curse?
Did Haskell not lay it out? We freeze, and at the same time, we rot. Minister Davenport said he'd summoned the best banisher there is. Can you lift the curse?
In my experience, most curses are actually hauntings. And while ghosts are treacherous, they're not invincible.
Well, I'd like to tell you I find that a
Plus they're
comfort,
manifested
but I'm afraid I would be lying.
and given power. Find the sources of power, you can easily change it. Well, depending on how many people. You see, democracy can be a bitch
A very good day to you, madam.
and can
You're
support
optimistic too, then.
even
I'll be the
beings.
fools.
The government are oftenly, well, possessed with themselves. Usually it's a source of power or their hunger for power and their pursuit. You know, there'll could be some bullshit, but they all want to rule.
This town
They don't
really
give a
needs a
shit about
banisher.
any of us.
Puritans and their sermons.
What exactly is this? Man, where the fuck's this graveyard? I'm walking in fucking circles. Okay, cemetery this way. Sign broken, no sign there. Keep going straight. Or is it meaning pointing the other fucking way? You know what? Doom and gloom. In this fucking cemetery. Cemetery is closed by order of the governor. Another one. Or the same one that keeps
It's
heading.
no coincidence
curfew.
that no one knows what happened to Charles.
That was a curfew, I don't know. It's like nobody seems to know how Jack the Ripper was. Even when more than one person knew who Jack the Ripper was. They just still conveniently didn't know when it mattered most. Show some hangings, head choppings, punishments, and the pouring rain.
Thick skin, right? I'm sorry to disturb you.
It'll take more than you to disturb me. What do you want?
To mix my crackers. What? Oh. You have bad dreams?
I hear some folk have been having nightmares. Are you amongst them?
Not I. I'm not one to be haunted by ghosts, or what have you. I sleep silent and sound and have no dreams at all. Anyone who says different is a liar.
How does the darkness work for you? The abyss of nothing. Must be nice to have a slate of nothing.
So, the curse. What do you think is going on?
I think nothing much about it. I think folk sickened and the crops failed. I think folk went mad.
Just
And I
waiting
know
for
we
me.
found the Reverend dead.
Painted over.
What of the governor? Anything I should know?
That useless clapwagger. With Davenport dead, godly folk look to be led. Fairfax Askell couldn't be happier. I pity he'll get them all killed.
What of the captain?
Now there's a man of worth. Without Saul Pennington, there'd be no town left at all. These last months have been hard on him. I hope his mettle holds. If I had my way, he'd be coming with us. I don't give a rat's knacks for loyalty, but the captain does.
What do you care about?
What's your role here, if you don't mind me asking?
Lately, I do what needs doing when no one else will, weakened as they are by comfort and the curse. In normal times, I hunt.
builder?
Now, though, it's cold enough to freeze the nankies off an horse, and the game rots as quick as you can get it home. You can't eat a ghost, can't skin it, can't sell it, so what would be the use?
Ah, your curse is knowledge. Geometric knowledge is your prison. As the fixed knowledge. And the lack to leave it behind and move on. Or to step out into the almighty truth instead of these new truthers bullshit. New truthers also have their head in a box.
I take it
No
you
such
intend to
thing.
leave town.
Bloody right I do. New Eden is dying, and anyone who stays is
I mean,
dead
there
or
is, but-
deranged.
It's like going off to your own world. Or denying the existence of something just because you don't want to know anything but what you already know. Because if it interferes with your culture or your ideology, then you're like, you know, those types.
Will you go alone?
I'll take my sister and anyone else who wishes. You may come too if you wish. You look like you can handle yourself.
There's no hope for New Eden then?
Not till the weather changes, and it doesn't look like changing.
Thick skin.
Well then, thank you for your help.
Aye.
Where's the cemetery? These signs are almost like communicating with a troll. Excuse me. Looking for a fucking cemetery. Anybody know? I was already down here. Yep. Let's see. Why was I down here? What drew me here to begin with? That's why. I should just listen to my original sense. Instead I went off asking questions. Creating art. On top of the
A wisp. So close to town.
sense. I like how they called that a wisp. Because that actually... I like that name better than what most people call orbs. Orbs is a stupid name. A wisp of someone's soul. Previous being.
Where are you leading me?
An orb is like looking into the inside of a piece of someone's soul. My God, bro.
More of you? Well, you tried. No one is safe here. Most of these people died fighting. Someone didn't want them here.
Was a wintergreen. Ah, chemistry, herbology. Alchemy. Where'd Whitey go? Wispy?
I've seen more graves here than I've met settlers. Many dead in more recent years.
Lovely place. Is it Charles?
Why didn't you wait for us, old friend? I swear I'll make it up to you.
We are the Banishers. A vampire and a troll. The essence of life. What's the essence of life? I'm just saying, you gotta know yourself. Design and make a self. Or let yourself be made. The moment you were born, who were you the moment you were born? Were you influenced? Were you influenceable? Did you influence? Of gods and monsters. What in the hell were you when you were but a baby, growing to be a kid? Before I could walk, I was crawling for cards laid before me by someone else in the pursuit of the cards. To crawl. I was in a bouncer. And a toy thing with my feet, with wheels, to learn how to walk. Nothing natural, all involving art, a crutch. And then I drew and talked to myself and had fairy tale friends that I created were stolen and recreated because the creators seem to take over more often than the settler of someone else's show. If I settled with someone else's show. I had a knack of modding. I drew monsters. I was haunted by both humans and the living, mostly, and the dead. In the living. What a poltergeist. Or fuzzy wuzzy, I don't know. Prankster guy running around the house. More alive than the living. Our spirit was. And more life than the living did. In the house. and was like pixelated. Like he wasn't like the rest. He was like fucking around with electricity. And he was consciously aware of everyone running around and talk to me. Would come and play pranks mostly, and run away. One of many. And then get classified if it came up. You know, they gotta be careful because I mean, like, oh, I saw this, and then go, you're schizo. Yep, sure. Timer on it though. Turns out that it's like a covert, you know, a covert to mask the truth. To just like, you know, doctors trying to create a codependency on the system. Instead of teaching you to take care of yourself, they're, you know, having this so you keep going back, or they try. Once you get caught in the system, you know, and you let your brain give in, you become dependent. It's like, oh, it's easy. I just hand them money and go buy it. You know, go by myself. Who needs brain cells when I can let someone else have the brain cells instead? When I could just pay them to have brain cells when I don't need brain cells because I got a bank account. Ah, rich people are smart. Not necessarily. Poor people, same thing goes. Middle class structure is actually usually the dumbest of them all, though. With my experiences, the most arrogant usually is the middle class. One foot in, one foot out. Talk about people that don't know what they want and why they're where they are in the middle. And every time they end up with riches, they end up right back to the middle because they can never stay rich, but they can never stay poor either. They're always able to at least make themselves right there, stuck in the middle. The richest damn person on planet Earth would be someone who doesn't rely on objects or someone else's art. Would make their own art instead of buying into someone else's. You could buy into someone else's to show your support or your interest. So, dooming trade. Put your own art on it, right? Someone else's art, a twist, doctoration, indoctor. On and on and on. The measuring wars go on. They say stars. More like demigods. Just some more in tune than others. Or even the word kings and queens is more appropriate than a star. What is a star? A meteor? A home of minerals of some kind? Intergalactic element Just waiting. A brand new element. Patriotic table is also like a frame lock someone's brain into servitude to build the building. Sure, I could help build the building, but why would I help build the building? Why do I need this building? Why does anybody need this building? How about this? How about I design the building, you build the building. Let's see where this goes. Pay to build a building. Sounds very locked. Like, I don't know, but feels very imprisonating. Like a cage. Put you in a frame. It's kind of like witchcraft. It's kind of like paganism. Biological designs. DNA. Psyche. No, typical ordinary shenanigans. Does not. And then it becomes it again. Then none becomes it. Because democracy can't keep up. Can't keep one thing. They like, have a bunch of people like, oh, I'll never move, but they're moving anyway. They'll move. Alright. Trust me, they always do. They're gonna tell you and lie all they want. I'll be right back. All you gotta do to make a sheep is put their brain, or have them support their brain in a geometric box of I will not learn outside this frame. Fuck all frames. My frame is superior. Alright, you're the
Paprika, baby doll. That paprika.
Alright. So more poison on top of poison. Because how else am I gonna, box my brain up and be able to tolerate all this dark ambience? Become one with the dark ambience. I could. But I think I'd much rather go to a sunny beach, bathe, buck ass naked, without a care in the world, But because not everyone can go to these dark ambient things, and so now the world may know that I can do it, so now it's my job, I guess, unfortunately. I better make people believe that I can't do it, rather than not to. Dark ambience. Ghost hunting. Paranormal activity. What is a sorcery? It's only sorcery if you're trying to turn a soul into a forge. It ain't alchemy. Philosophy. Until it is. I mean, it can very well become. But usually, that's a different type of. There's a different career path that involves paranormal activity. It's more supernatural, actually, than even paranormal. This has more of a self-interest of power. I come for your soul. Reminds me of Dragzar Witchstar. He's not interested in material objects. All he's interested in is your fucking soul. He's like, all I want is your soul. All I am interested. The living Necromonicon was another name that I gave him. I am the Book of the Dead. Why the fuck do I need a Book of the Dead? I am the Book of the Dead. Dragzar. I still like Dragzar. He's a hell of a villain. Fun character I created in the Earthspell universe. You have ghost hunters. I'm gonna tell you, this guy ain't seeking to banish ghosts, this species, more likely, this thing. Dragzar ain't looking for that. He's looking to basically take the spirit or the soul of the demon and forge it into something like sorcery. He ain't laying it to rest. But he will have use for it. He'll find use. I've not had a PB&J in a while. That wasn't too bad. A pretty good poison. I'm sitting here eating way too much ever since I had Pop Rock cookies. Thank God for shapeshifting when it's needed most. Patterns, a good beatdown, a good time investment in patterns, and move back. Recovery. Right now, I'm even better off that right now. I mean, maybe the world needs more Heavyset people for a little bit, and then doesn't need to get fatter for comedic purposes and unhealthy situations so I can suffer and then unsuffer or suffer differently. Trade sufferings. Selective sufferings. True love. The thing about true love is, to know what true love is, you must first know what conditional love, what the differences between conditional love and unconditional love, and what they really mean. Whether you times it, divide it, plus it. Who unleashed this upon the world? I did. But will they ever know? No, the question is not will they ever know. The question is how long will they be able to know the truth because of lovely trademarking and evolution of stampedes of markers and financial mind whippers. The moment your brain turns into a slipper. So you can sing on the stage. Or you're a channel. You do a lot of things on a stage, but with the right timing and the right use of the time. Well, just say that it's not impossible, but it's also not seeked or sought. I'm pretty sure I could be president if I had a bunch of people that made me and, motivated me to be. By myself, I think it's insane. And I have no interest in being president for myself. I mean, what the hell do I get out of it? Exactly. I get nothing. Run. But actually, I get needing to be constantly vigilant for the rest of my life. Sweet, wonderful, lovely, attempted murderers, at the very least, assassinators. Yeah. So, if I become president, just know it's definitely not for me. I didn't do it because I wanted to. I did it because the people made me do it. And I could give them what they wanted. Who's your audience? I mean, it's evil if it's easy if if you speak to the demons, I mean, shit. America, there are all sorts of demons. Find the bigger number. Actually, find who is in control of the sheet of paper. Oh, that goes over people's eyes. The little electronic vote system. What's real? What's real? I see a lot of occultism. People and things. Every great corporation started as an occult though. Right in my garage. I would never have a successful company if it wasn't for paganism. For deceiving people. And being dishonest. Alright. I'd never be able to do good things if it wasn't for the evil that I did to get to do those good things. As long as you're killing the good guys. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, democracy. Who's the good guy today? And will it stay the same tomorrow? For how long will they remain? Vampire. Vampire. Essence of boogers. Because I got shit running down my throat right now. What I ate had created a cocktail of illness that is on the horizon. I could feel it developing into phlegm as I speak. It is bloody repulsive, but also luxury to the right mind and has purposes, properties that could be used for the right mindset.
A memory lingers here. Am I able to reveal it?
Goddamn ropes on in development. You are witnessing a demonic possession. All you gotta do is start, making weird noises until, you come up with a voice that you like, or that other people like, because it doesn't really matter what we like. Democracy likes. And perks, you're also attempting to clear your throat out because you have actual real snot dripping down on the back of your throat. So it's like, oh, I'm also playing a character, but I'm also trying to clear my sinuses. Run for your life. Instead of going, snorting up to try to, you just do it with your throat instead and pushing the snot back up. It's dripping up your throat. You are witnessing a demonic possession. So it's multi-purpose. It has multiple purposes. Not only are you attempting to develop a character that people may or may not like, and more likely there'll be a mixed community on it anyway, regardless, but you're also playing with the snot in the back of your throat. And preventing yourself from potentially drowning in boogers. Multi-purpose. I mean, if I did that and didn't have that, my throat would feel very sore. But since my throat has a bunch of shit in it, it makes it so it literally feels nothing. Like, no scratch whatsoever. The secret is, have nasal issues. And weaponize your disorder. You and me. We can take over the world. We can be everyone, and everyone can be us. You know, Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Okay. Probably Activision's only good Spider-Man game ever made, possibly. Well, with bits and pieces, it had some good elements to it. Where Wolverine was in it too. Insomniac can make it even better. For one, Insomniac makes questionably the best fucking games play elements. Even if you make Ratchet & Clank 2014 boring as shit as a story, I didn't really care much for. I never really said that out loud, I don't think, but I just didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But I was not a fan of the story of Ratchet & Clank 2014. I call it Ratchet & Clank 2014, but did it come out in 2014? Possibly. Or maybe that's why I call it that. I don't know. I forgot. I just got in the habit of calling it Ratchet & Clank 2014. Should it be like TN? Ratchet & Clank TN. He's like, where's Ratchet & Clank TX? Don't get one. It's like Ratchet & Clank Ripped Apart. That's a TT. To be born in a TT. In the year TT. 2020. What year were you born in? TT.
Mixing pyrite with those plants I found should work.
Only if they smell plants. I have never communicated with the dead with the need of knowing how to do like herb cocktails.
Everyone buried here died in 1677.
The
A previous epidemic.
Herbology and plant life. Oh, I've communicated with the dead. I've communicated with the dead. But just not this way. This is the weirdest fucking... Now, this is like... Oh, let me just like... get my spirit box and an app. Like... I need to like... That's questionably worse. These herbs probably at least they're like... might have some medical properties to them or something. I'm saying I don't use that app shit, even if it works. Well, I didn't. Do you know what I did back in the day? Good old-fashioned white noise. And a recording, a regular recording. The only technology you needed was regular recording.
There must be rocks rich
The only
in pyrite
problem?
around here somewhere.
You wanna know the issue with my way, though? You couldn't usually hear shit till after you would play back on the normal recorder. You'd have to literally communicate and then go back to the recording device and try to listen if anything answered to you. If, you know, because that's how we used to do it.
need a little more. That's all I need.
I'm pretty sure that's flammable. Seashore candles. Again, I never used, well, yeah. I did use, no, I take that back. I did use candles in 2011 era time. Once upon a time. But I didn't, there wasn't a regular thing. Just an oddball thing. What am I making? Reveal an echo. Force a ghost or specter to appear. Force a scourge to appear. Make manifest. Reveal an echo. Let's do this one. Let's cut to the chase and say, you know, I don't care if this is gonna hurt your soul. Let's just like rip you from the afterlife. You know. Who?
Focus, Antea.
Oh, that was a complete waste. What the hell did we make here? Ritual failed. Make manifest. Oh my god. Oh, I was supposed to do the echo. What a waste. Okay. Now we know. Apparently. I fucked up. Waste of the ignite. Of the ignite. Of the... Okay. What do we got here? Fuck a duck. You sick, deranged fucks. It's the next musical. It involves a Disney classic called Howard the Duck. Pretty sure it's not a classic. It was. It's like, that's why Daffy the Duck is gonna be in Howard the Duck. Like sexually? Jesus Christ. Let's take this duck shit to the next level. Why be an R-rated Howard the Duck when it can be a triple X-rated Howard the Duck? I mean, they got Animal Planet. Some shit like another version of it. I don't even know. I quit.
In each stain hides a story.
Ritual failed. What a waste of ignorant.
In the name of the Lord, I command you.
Digital.
Be gone from this place!
You do not command me, clergyman.
Who are you, ghost? Unveil yourself!
Well, since you ask so politely...
You colored white. Purple, blue,
I
black.
am everything you've ever feared.
Turquoise. Well, that's gonna happen.
Be gone! You have no
There
shell,
must be green in there.
no ties, no purpose.
No,
Is that your brain?
but neither do you.
Acting class.
Damn it. That thing he faced. What was it?
Charles has a Bible.
The tie that binds his ghost. With it, I can make him manifest. Back to his grave, then.
Where was that again? Way over here. I don't know if I have enough ignorant digital ignorance shit. Make manifest.
Now is a good time for we old friends to talk.
Alrighty then.
Come too far.
Let's
Red
talk.
and I, not to see you one last time. Your pupil has become the master. If we fight, I'll beat you.
What's that sign supposed to represent?
Come on, Charles. Join me now.
The breaking of a circle.
I know you're here.
What if he wasn't buried there?
I know you're here. You know me, Ghost. I only wish to talk.
You know me,
Esther
Ghost.
worries.
Antea. Here. At last. Oh, poor Esther. I'm so sorry, my friend. So sorry for us all.
What happened? What's going on here?
Sad to say, dear friend. I made a mistake. And it cost me my life. Is Red with you? There is no time to waste.
Before you died, you investigated the curse. What did you learn?
That our enemy is deceptive and merciless. That we should not underestimate its power.
We?
I am dead, dearest Antea. But I am a banisher yet. I may still teach you.
If I allow you, which I do not.
Antea, do not repeat my mistakes. If a nightmare curses New Eden, you need all the help you can get. Its presence felt strongest in the meeting house. Perhaps the light of God there forced it to fight its ground. I had the building closed. The worst of the malevolence is contained, but it won't stay locked up for long.
How did this nightmare kill you?
I believed that I could come to the cemetery and make it manifest. To my initial delight, it worked. I now suspect it came by choice. It seemed amused, as if it were a pleasant game to weigh my measure as a man.
How does its malevolence manifest?
It poisons minds and sickens bodies. It draws specters to it and sours the weather. It delivers nightmares to one's sleep. For a time, screams tore through the night as folk awoke in terror. When it appeared to me, I did not see its true face.
Vampire.
But I heard a woman.
Reminds me
She was
of Vampire.
Love. I felt her gaze. My heart froze. I died.
Medusa.
The spirit is vengeance pure. The ghost of one who was terribly wronged.
I've heard your warning. You can go.
No, I must remain. Esther needs my protection. My flock needs me too.
You know how this works. You know I won't allow that.
I am still myself, Antea. With time, I'll grow stronger. I can help you.
The longer you haunt Esther, the hungrier you'll be. You know this.
This is different. I'm the Reverend Charles Davenport, your friend and mentor. You know me. You know I am a good man.
I knew you. You were a good man. Now you are a ghost, and I cannot let that stand. But I swear it, the nightmare will end, and Red and I shall do the ending. Charles Davenport was a good man and a fine mentor.
And you a fine student, though you took a hard line. I never could unpick that from your character. Has life tempered you since?
Life has tempered my steel. Death and the manner of it has made you the very thing you once opposed. Goodbye, Charles. Peace on your soul. Remembrance on your...
Antea, wait.
Wait for what? We're banishers. Death to the dead.
Let Esther choose for herself.
Oh, Lord, please don't ask me to do that.
Esther, my good wife, and the very best. I miss you so.
Oh, dear Lord, Charles, why are you here? Why have you come back? You must leave, please.
I must stay. I must protect you. The thing in the meeting house feeds on our torment. I should have known better. I know better now.
Antea, give Charlie the ascent he deserves.
Charles Davenport, you have no reason to stay. Go. Let Esther grieve in peace.
Save her, my friends. And save yourselves. Save them all.
I'll walk Esther home.
I'll do it. The women can talk.
Then all the way to the schoolhouse and make the bed. Charles is at rest now. Antea, she gave him the care he needed.
The emotions that I must transfer into slumber.
My Charles. Where do you think he is now?
He's... I don't know.
I miss the warmth of his hands.
And
His
the
calm
youthful
presence in our house. If I close my eyes, I
morality
can picture
he
him.
made.
He's in a place where sunlight chases the snow away. It is warm and there is fresh milk. The sheets are cleaned and pressed and folded. Nothing can ever be the matter.
You're right.
There's no
He's
sun
at peace.
over there.
And you deserve to rest.
Unless it's in the palm of the hands of either a demon or an angel. It refuses to become one with the ether.
I'm sorry. I'll miss him dearly. Tomorrow, we'll continue investigating the curse. Good night, Esther.
I am glad you're here. Both of you. We need you.
What the fuck is this? A cabin?
Good night, my dear.
Oh, it's like a herb storage location, pantry, side door. It's a great place to like store your things when you are in another room so you can get robbed. Because, well, it's super secure. Right down in the video, like, possibly never. The bloody hell is the door? Yo! I'm looking for the exit. This door apparently is no longer the exit. Unless it's this door. That ain't even a door. Well, let me open this damn door. I wish to leave. But this internal hell refuses to let me leave. There we go. What they call a house. That looks like it has 10 years tops of standing. A decade if it's lucky. Alright. Where is this schoolhouse turned into bar? That must be the place that they warn this billboard location. I guess I can have a...
Me again.
So I see. Mistress Duarte, so I see.
So you see?
What can you tell me about the town meeting house?
The minister closed it down. Said it was dangerous. Imagine. Worship is dangerous now.
Do you remember when and why?
The when is difficult to say. I admit I've lost track of time with the dullness of the days.
A very good day to you, madam.
You're optimistic too, then. Aren't we the fools?
I'll be right back. Oh, God. What the hell am I doing to myself? science experiment. Bloody headache. The curse of being a night owl in upstate New York. Want to go to a creepy mansion? Want to fall asleep at a rock concert, heavy metal concert? People wondering why. Why did you pay to go to a concert that you're taking a nap at? Something like that. How I went from a game where I was like thrilled. It's not that I don't like this game. It's a different type of game. I mean, I did this similar thing with like Vampire and Murder Soul Suspect, and I still played them all the way through. Vampire had some issues, for sure. Really like ASMR, you know. It's an ASMR game, you know, like it's put you to sleep. It's dark ambient white noise, you know, dark stuff. It doesn't scare me, but it sure does make me feel drowsy. That's the bewitchment of my emotions, is the fighting, the drowsiness, the spell of the enchantment that the ambience puts upon me is like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. And I'm like, nope, nope, going to war. And so I just go to sleep. So it turned me into Sleeping Beauty, except for if Sleeping Beauty had hair, blotches of hair all over his body. If I was more like half beast, but not full beast, just like beast was missing blotches of hair. I feel like it. I feel like I'm missing hair. But all of a sudden, I am recalled to the monkey-eyed being that I once created, where there is no eyeballs, where its eyes once were. And instead there's hair that moves, coming from its empty eye sockets. In fact, the hair was so snake-like that it could wrap itself around your wrists and throat, and had tremendous strength like a python. I didn't have a creative name for it at the time, so I called it the monkey-eyed being. Even though it didn't really make any much sense, because it was just a bunch of hair coming out of an eye socket. This being. But anyway, all lovely stories aside, and characters, you know, designs aside, we can fight the ASMR. You are witnessing a demonic possession. The hell I am. You are witnessing an autonomous sensory meridian response hijack. You know what happens when you know, like, lose track of the time when you posted ASMR artist, and the next second They're using it. And now they're on it like it's their own. It's a gift, even though just words. You know, words is like, oh, I'm gonna patent this. Let's play every time. Every time you use the word let's play, you must play. Or off with your head. Oh, not for money. This is a different legal system. A binding contract. It involves something far more sacred. Your fucking soul. That's dumb. You and me. Forever. Orange light. You know what I don't like about this? All the houses look the same. All the wood structure looks like shit. Like, it looks awful. Like, but that's how they did look. I mean, there were entire towns built with, like, they expected this to last. Like, name a house that lasted that was built like that. Ever in history. Without severe constant maintenance.
They were leaving because of disease and starvation. They thought it was doomsday. I saw the same thing happen at home.
I don't even know where I walked off to. I just took a bloody detour. Oh yeah, Savannah. Who from? I didn't read that much. Hello. Can I enter this building? I'm pretty sure it's this building, right? No. So somebody's sitting in there. Sitting, shitting, whatever. Sitting there. On the floor. Like a human sits. The inn is this way. I walked by it. Of course. Is this the inn? Good night. I guess not. No good nights. Tremendously horrible nights. Only. Is this where I slumber? Where the bloody hell is this schoolhouse? Apparently this is not where we slumber. I'm looking for the place of slumber. Where the fuck is the schoolhouse? Meeting house, schoolhouse, this way. There's that says Doomsday on it. That's lovely. Let's go. Nope, that is definitely not it. What the hell kind of schoolhouse is this? This is the weirdest damn schoolhouse I've ever seen. This is some, like, beat your kid with a ruler house and put them in a wooden shack so they could suffer ultimately an old-fashioned lesson. Learning ultimately nothing but how to abuse people. How to spread the abuse. How to beat someone with a ruler is today's lesson.
We did the right thing. Charles was our friend.
I love you. Red McCraith.
But
But when it comes to ghosts, your heart makes you reckless. It's dangerous.
It's going to bring you back from the
were
dead.
you really about to banish Charles?
Oh, fuck off. Oh, evil. Well, I don't think he would have done the same. I think you're lying. You believe that it wasn't Charles. I believe that you are... Both of these are lies, internal lies. I believe NT is going to lie no matter what. I believe these are internal lies. I'm going to make it not a personal thing against him, and instead it's going to be a personal thing with her, with trauma, probably. So let's go with trauma. Unknown trauma.
That wasn't Charles. That was the ghost of Charles.
Charles and Davin
Ruin
blood.
a science experiment.
Our oldest friend, the man who brought us together.
Our friend is dead. His ghost was a danger to his
Too many
wife.
crackers.
Ghosts only bring misery, Red. Make no mistake, they steal life's essence from the living.
Aye. They don't always do it out of malice. Give them that.
There's essences of other things. You can always, be an alchemist and transfer essence to one essence. Or turn artificial essence, Yeah, you make essence from essence. All this vampire stuff. Really, if you're having a spirit come back like that, then you just need to be able to create the body and reattach the soul to the body and have it mesh, preferably with harmony, or they're going to be in torment because they're in a body that they don't belong, so they'll regret it after their soul's inside it. So, in tune. But then again, well, there's more than one way to create a Horcrux, Lord Voldemort. I wouldn't be like putting all your eggs into one book or one teacher. I must kill to rip out my soul. It turns out that you can kill yourself just as much to rip your soul. To create Horcruxes. As banishers, we bring closure. The dead have no business with the living. Why does it have to be business? What is it, fuck career set job? Maybe why can't it just be like lovers, love? Why does everything have to be a fucking totem, a coin? You know what a coin's great for? Imprisoning a soul. Putting it in a goddamn gem, then puts it on the market to sell that to someone else and see what they do with the soul in the gem. Please buy my cursed friend's soul in this object. I'm trying to be rich in dollars. Love? Who needs love when they could be a capitalist? I got rent to pay. Do I look like I'm a pro-love? I got rent to pay. I got bills to pay. Who has the the ability to be a capitalist and a sacred, loving soul all at once. Was a teeter-totter fucking stalemate middle-class trap system? Because if you don't go full empire, someone else will. And this is democracy. It's all fucked up and full of all sorts of types of bugs and glitches that are wonderful because, like, nothing can ultimately ever be achieved because everything is so relocated and rarely ever solved, and if it is solved, then how long is it allowed to be solved for? It's never just one problem to solve. Let's keep that in mind. It's like a fucking stack load of shit. Ultimately, a lot of it is beat down rulers, measurers, demons wanting what they want and how far they're willing to go to get it and who they're willing to make suffer and why. Even harsh truth. So ring-a-ding-ding. Just because you fall to the bell doesn't mean that it's gonna love you. It'll love you right in the dirt and leave you stranded in space and say, I love you, but yet never truly be there, just imprisoning you in the abyss. Will you realize the way out, where the portal and the trapdoor is, you realize that the person who trapped you and the trapped you was also trapped. So you just stepped out of one hell into the next. Multi-layer. And now you must find the other malevolent collector and programmer. As banishers, we bring closure. The dead have no business with living. Closure? You call that closure? I call that clothing on the brain. I call that monkey stew inside a human skull.
But we are banishers. We end suffering for those who live. We bring closure to those who don't.
A ghost may suffer too.
I paint too.
A sin puts a gentler end to it.
Painting is...
But not a safer one. Better to banish and be sure.
To make up all...
Would you banish me? If it came to...
Well, it doesn't make up...
You'll not escape me so easy.
You pretend
you I would bring back from the dead.
That's not funny.
I'd fill you with fresh essence.
Solve anything.
I'd give you so
Just
much essence you'd return bloated with life.
Steal essence from the living to feed my ghost. You wouldn't.
It's more better to be Pimply Gimply than to be powdered face. Wow. I don't like this romance. These people are really into banishing. How the hell are they even in love? So Better than banishing, then I'd kill you again. I'd do anything for you. I would... See, all the lies, and is this going to be the first truth? Why do I believe this is also a lie? You'd do anything for me? Like, anything? Then... Well, I'm not red. So, if I was red, and I was in this banisher business, I would say, well, trying to help people, and this motivation that keeps us going. What would happen if we decide to retire right here, right now, and move to somewhere sunny, shiny, like a nice beach house, you know, with our own private beach? What do you say? Anything? Like, on how we're gonna get it? We're banishers. We'll banish the previous owners. Who needs to pay for that shit when we're banishers? We'll banish them, and we'll take from the banished. For the living, we'll be alive. They'll be dead. They'll look alive, but they're not really, because we're banishers. We banish them. New Eden. It's a trade. You better.
You're a scruffy-headed lout, Red McWraith, and I will never let you go. Over my dead body, mister.
Thought I was meant to be the soft-hearted one.
You are.
I think Charles was right. This thing in the meeting house could be how did he call it? A nightmare.
I really hope not. Such entities are legendary ghosts, even for banishers.
Going to
We'll
pick
see
up
tomorrow.
the side
Now,
of my
to sleep.
PlayStation 5 and bash my head into
This was a dreadful day.
because that made no sense. Or that career really took hold of them, I guess.
Poor Charles.
How fast one was willing to fall
Poor Esther.
and give up their
poor
religion and their job for something called love. I cannot believe this. This is so shit. Oh, look at that.
And Taya, she took her firebane. She says I'm the reckless one.
Mm-hmm. There we go. You know there's no chapters or like
Where are you? You're
rewards.
not in the meeting house, are you?
If not, you're gonna be. And then
Who's
she'll
there?
be.
Antea?
Even if she's not there, you'll end up there. Probably luring you there. Make you think she's there.
Why would you go up there alone?
Why would you?
I'm hoping. Antea?
Yeah. We find this, does it like end the game automatically if we manage to find her? Secret ending. Or just finds an alternate different way because she dies. Or he ends up dead instead. It was wonderful. Like emo spinning, like spin it on your head and drop it on the content. Dark Soul. Give you Drexel. Where the fuck is this thing? Anybody remember? I don't remember. All these houses make me want to not help them. Quit my job. These houses are ready to fade into an invisible storm that ceases to exist. Where was that knock-knock lady beating at the side of a fucking building? Is it this one? It's that one, ain't it? They're all fucked. Docks Inn Cemetery. Like,
Nah, she wouldn't have left town.
maybe. Like, with all those lies for what this means. I'm done. Bring me back from the dead. Fuck this relationship. I should just forgive it. Only a true mother would keep me dead. Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy Spirit of matrimony. Sacred abuse. Is it that place? I don't even know anymore. Where the fuck is this place? You want this death to the dead? Follow this marker. It's not taking me to where I need to go. Okay. Here. Zone. Blah 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 blah. Can't go that way. This is locked, which is wonderful. Alright. We're only accepting rejects. So we just not reject.
I don't suppose you spectres have seen Antea.
Is that person fucking another ghost?
You're the boss and all, but you could have included me.
Okay.
See how they run. 3 blind mice. See how they run. See how they...
Where's the third? Let me tell you something.
Antea?
There ain't no
Blind.
Antea.
all blind. Red, can't you see?
You are walking into
We never stood a chance.
Antea?
It
You
ain't
hurt?
Antea.
Where are you?
It is Aiden. What the hell? Then she is. Stupid. Dumb.
I'm here, my love.
Perhaps.
What happened?
I'm here, my love. How mundane.
Show yourself.
God came to the man in a dream and said, "Behold, thou art dead." But the man had done nothing wrong and said,
Lord, wilt thou also slay the righteous?
What?
Hey, man. Now it's just coming to you.
"Will you slay the righteous?"
Be not alarmed. I bring you aid.
There is no aid. There is only dereliction.
Where's Antea? What have you done with her? Hell's balls. Lady, if you hurt her...
You cling to love, a fool to the last. There is no love. There is only defilement.
Okay. Someone knows how to forge a failure. It's a power-hungry entity right there. That wants to forge.
Antea!
Oh, I'm red.
You will suffer like I do!
We are not your enemy.
Betrayer! I believe you failed! Again!
We want to help you. We've used them all.
Oh, did you?
Your lover will betray you too!
Means we're gonna die.
We are not your enemy.
Your journey has ended.
Three blind mice, three
Close the trap, man.
blind mice. See how they...
Betrayer!
What am I doing? Stop using it.
Again!
There's no need to fight.
Really gotta dodge. Square is health. Where's
Three
circle?
blind mice, three blind mice. See...
Betrayer! I believe you failed! Again!
We are not your enemy.
Your lover will betray you too!
We want to help you.
Oh, that's good to know.
Your lover will betray you too!
We only wish to speak with you.
I can't even use a potion, mother.
will suffer like I do.
We want to help you.
Harder than this.
Your lover will betray you too.
We are not your enemy.
Yep.
You don't understand, do you? You will suffer like I do. So gullible.
Okay, almost there, I think.
Your lover will betray you too.
There's no need to fight.
One of many.
Where's Anthea? If you laid a finger on her...
You what? Come to her aid? There is no aid. There is only... retribution.
Give him back.
How touching. You come to claim your man. You think you love him. You do not. There, in the dark of your manor, there is no love. Only betrayal. I offer you a trade. He stays and you leave with your life.
I'll bargain with no ghost.
Ghost.
You have a brain, yet you think with your idiot heart. You're weak.
Trapped in its own shit.
Will you come to her aid now, when all is lost? If you do, I'll be waiting.
The icy ocean made a diamond from his grief, then buried it in his heart. The weight of his failure dragged him down. Outside time, drowning in the gloom, he spoke her name. Take me instead, he screamed, soundless, to the cold and silent waters. Out beyond the black veil of death, something heard his cries and reached for him.
Hey, like I said, that's how parties work. You can go blind all damn day over there in the Insidious. And have your own little imaginary heaven. But I ain't stopping anybody on the outside measuring your bubble.
Let her go!
Everything inside. Rule or be ruled.
Ah, you're awake.
Who are you?
She who rescued you. Tended you for days on end. Weeks, maybe.
She who rescued you.
Oh, God. What have I done?
Get your strength back before you beat yourself up.
She's dead.
Yes. That's why you're here. And why I was sent to look after you.
Who are you? I feel like we've met, but I'm sure we have not. I feel like I know you forever, but do I?
You're confused. It's normal. You've been near killed by a nightmare, you've lost your beloved, and now you've a witch by your sickbed.
Witch?
Witch. I go by Seeker. Find the Banisher, said my mistress. Tend him, and answer any questions he asks you before you leave him be. So, how do you feel?
Does it matter?
Of course it matters. Means you're alive, and you haven't given up.
Who sent you?
Her name is Ceridian, and my hands and words are hers. Beyond that, don't burden yourself.
Ceridian, this little seeker who asked you to find me, is she Scots or something?
It's Ceridian. She's too old to be from anywhere in particular, and while, yes, I found you, she told me where to look.
This nightmare, how it spoke, how it tore right through her. I've never seen the like of it.
Few have. Fewer have lived to tell of it.
What drew such a powerful spirit here?
Who knows? Something awful, I don't doubt.
The worst angers rise from the most terrible wrongs. A friend said that. He's trying to warn us.
An immutable law. You have wise friends.
What am I to do now? How do I do it alone?
You're not alone. Have faith. If Ceridian had told me more, I'd tell you it. But you must have faith.
This isn't what I wanted. Not like this. Not without her.
No one gets what they want. You get what comes. And if you survive, you get changed by it. You've a hole in you. A yawning, grimacing pit in your soul. That's love, that is. The hole won't fill because the love won't die.
God. What have I done?
Here's the thing.
That's witchcraft for
Unlike
sure.
most, you get a second chance.
Spoken true like a
I
witch.
suggest you seize it.
Oh, the geometry. Black hole.
Why'd you pull me from the water? What's your business with me?
I have no business with you, but my mistress does. Ceridian says the wall between the living and the dead is under threat. You, it seems, have a part to play. This is mine.
You've lost me.
No, I found you. But so did your grief. And it demands to be felt. You may think you're done with your ghosts, Red McCraith. But they aren't done with you. I'll go now. Rest. Why ever my mistress saved you, she has good reasons. The best.
Where are you going?
Home. To Ceridian. She needs me.
Clever forge.
Where shall I find you if... or when I need to?
Maya Marshes. Great big swamps other side of the woods. You can't miss them. We'll know when you're coming.
Till we meet again, then.
That's right, Banisher. Now, turn around.
What?
I'm leaving.
The hell?
If you knew it would have never worked. Teleportation doesn't exist. Manifest this. Seeker in the Forge. Destined to be what we in the frame. Is that the frame? A radar inside a radar of a radar. And yet still bleeding through the fabrics of each and every single one of those designs. All right, little receiver. Time to be. Enlightened. Stand in mirror and act like you are about to enjoy the most luxurious meal of your life, but you're talking about human brains. Delicacy. To have a telepathic phone call, to shine to fuzz, to was, to be, to forge. The portal, the receiver, the immutable law. Spoken like a true witch. Oh, shit. Like a true supporter of paganism. I warned you. Mimics are a nasty demon. Look at it this way. Mimics can be everything, including angels and demons, and your most loved jewel or not, whatever. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. How do you tell the difference? Bugs and glitches, give them away. They are a demon, just like all demons have bugs and glitches. They give them away. Alright, find their bug and provoke them to reveal themselves. Yeah. Sweet, beautiful, lovely mimics. To be honest, they're not really terrifying, they're more annoying than anything. In fact, the most annoying demon to have ever existed, especially if you want something and you're honest about it. Then beware, for the mimic may hear, and the game it shall become the forge. Of what is everything made of? My curse is my obsession of dissecting every single particle in existence to get to know what everything is made of. Enough to destroy all emotions, and at least momentarily, long enough to be turned into a deceitful, geometric design upon someone else, the receiver that may be the accurate cure, but never to know, for they are cursed in the fix of their own. To be is also to not to be, and to not to be is to be. If you can master both of those, then you will be better than existence itself. You would have measured the very creation of existence and destruction of existences. Once upon a spider, there was a nest inside a limbic system. And some call it the number Z.